All right, so we've investigated, we've done our repairs, replaced, we fixed our business is great. Now we have to devise a strategy to move forward. We can't just jump forward and start and jump to 5-star reviews. See, now that everything's being fixed, how can I possibly go from 2 to 5 stars? You have to take these steps. Remember step one? Step one, we gauge the buzz about our business, about our industry, about our market. And you need to find out, go back to step one and find out what the most influential sites were that impacted our business. For most of you who are watching this, the most impactful sites are going to be Yelp and Google and 2 or 3 others. So I want you to look at this in tiers. Now I've tiered this out just in general, but every business and industry is going to be a little bit different. But for most of you, tier 1, the top left, that's going to be Facebook, Google, Yelp. Those are our tier 1 sites. That's where we're going to spend most of our effort to generate 5-star reviews. This is part of the strategy we're building. Tier 2 on the right side, those are going to be top industry-specific sites like TripAdvisor or Angie's List or whatever. And then tier 3 at the bottom, those are going to be the local or regional sites and some obscure industry-specific review sites. Now, when we're devising our strategy, we're going to ask people, once the reason that we're determining what these sites are, we're going to ask people to go to these sites and review us. Now, with hundreds of possibilities of sites out there, we have to determine which sites warrant the most attention. So as we devise our strategy, we're going to have a strategy where we're always going to focus on tier 1. We're always going to send people to our tier 1 sites to give us 5-star reviews. And I'll show you how to do that in a later step. Our tier 2 sites, we're going to select a few and we're going to alternate them in and out, because we cannot send someone, say, an email with 32 sites listed on it and say, hey, review us on a few of these, because they'll review us on none of them. Or they'll review us on some tier 3 site that we don't care about. So we are going to dip into tier 3. We're going to ask for some reviews on some tier 3 sites that we determine, but only 1s and 2s, and only the ones where our better competitors are focusing on. So for example, in the car business, we have DealerRater. If you have a heavy user of DealerRater in your market, then you need to include that tier 3 site as probably a tier 2 site for you. So, or if you have a competitor who's pointing to your lousy reviews on a site, right? They're telling people, hey, look at Joe's Plumbing, look at them on this site, they're terrible, people hate them on Angie's List. Then we're going to move Angie's List into a higher tier, and because we want to make sure that no one's able to use that against us. So let's build a sample strategy. Let's say that we're a new car dealer in Omaha, Nebraska, and we're using Car Gurus. So we've got a crosstown rival that's a heavy user of DealerRater. Let's say they have over 400 reviews on DealerRater, and they're a heavy user of Facebook as well. So for me, I'm this Omaha, Nebraska new car dealer. My tier 1 is going to be Facebook and Google. My tier 2 is going to be Yelp, because Yelp's not that big in Omaha compared to, say, Los Angeles. DealerRater or Cars.com, because they are now owned by Cars.com, and Car Gurus. That's where I'm going to focus my review strategy that's coming up in step 5 and step 6. And everything else, the people down here, in the 3rd tier, everything else, we're going to dip into that on occasion. On occasion when we need another, say, YP review or Edmunds review or Angie's List review, then we'll send someone there to give us a good review.